Hello everyone, welcome to Scrappyland 600. I'm Scrappyland Susan, here for Scrappyland.com. For the next 600 seconds, we'll be talking about the featured product today, which are the Viva Decor Pearl Pens. It's a brand new item available at Scrappyland.com. They are a liquid acrylic paint that is very dimensional. It could be used as adhesive, but because of the features that I'm going to show you, you won't want to cover it up with another piece of paper. They come in 20 different colors. Danny has 20 different ones, several blues, greens, silvers, whites, pearls, lots of metallics, and some very vivid reds, blues, yellows, and greens. This one right here is icy white, and this one here is sunny yellow. These are the first two colors that I have. And I have just been having a wonderful time with them. A couple of the projects that I've done are ones that you've seen on the blog. Here is the little Easter card I did that I used the Viva Decor pens to put Easter bunny tail, a cotton tail on each one of the bunnies. I did a colored image here with the Greeting Farm stamp where I put yellow centers on all of her purple hair daisies. Here is one from yesterday, also in the yellow, where the centers of her flowers and the center of my die cut got dimensional pearls. This is from a couple weeks ago when the whole center of that brad is just covered and thick and very dimensional with that white, icy white pearl paint. And here is a little, not Greeting Farm, a Unity Stamps sheep that says Love You, and I have little tiny pearls along this, and then I actually colored them with my Copic markers on top to make the white appear blue. So let me show you a couple things about the Viva Decor Pearl paints. What I love about these is that the tip of each applicator is actually ever so slightly flared. It bows out just a little bit, which helps enable you to make the perfect domed shape. There's no shaking, there's no tapping, there's no sloshing around. It is very simply on your paper. I'm outside today, as you can see, so the shadows are going to be a little intense, but I think it'll help in the overall effect. As you drop the paint onto your surface and let go, that domed pen, that flared pen, makes a perfect dome on the top. Alright, so there are my pearl drops, but if I turn it sideways you can see that they are perfectly domed, and as they dry they will dome out even more. Okay, so you can use these on lots of cardstock. The other application that I like using them on is taking them off of cardstock and putting them on a piece of plastic. Here is the yellow. You can see that I've made them small and very, very large. You can see that I've also made repeated rows of them along here. And then what you can do is you can actually slide these off after they dry. They just slide off the plastic, and then you actually are left with a pearl that you can then put on your project with a glue dot or a little tiny pop dot or a drop of clear acrylic adhesive like Diamond Glaze or Crystal Lac or something like that. Here is a colored image that was die cut and stamped. I would take my white, only reason I'm tapping this down is because my bottles are about half gone. I just want to make sure that all of the applicator is full of the ink. I am outside in the heat and it's a little warm, and I'm noticing that the paint liquefies just a little bit in the heat. So I'm going to add my drops here on the top of the cake over the image that was already indicated. Let's give her some pearls on the tops of her sandals too. Alright, so this would take only probably half an hour to dry. It dries much quicker than a Stickles product. It dries very fast, and again dries with that perfectly shaped dome. The other thing I wanted to show you, like I mentioned earlier, is when you do have your product that is completely dry, this is several days old here, you can take your Copic pens and color over the top of, this is the white, the ice Snow White, color over the top and get that ink to colorize your Viva Decor. Alright, so that's another process that you could do to make those work wonderfully for you. Another thing is the Viva Decor paint. I told you it comes in about 20 different colors, or about 20. It comes in exactly 20 different colors right now. They're good on papers, fabrics, plastics, and glass. My daughter's very excited about experimenting with them on fabric, so we did a little test print this morning with some foam stamped images, and then the Viva Decor on top of the paint. What I'm noticing so far, it's not completely dry, but what I'm noticing so far is that it does not sink into the fabric. Stickles tends to dry. As it dries, it tends to flatten out. It does not sink in. That doming shape is still taking effect. And so I think she's going to get the look she wants of pearls on her jeans. They are water-based and they are washable, which means up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 degrees Celsius, they are going to be good in water, which I would just recommend cold water. It sounds like they'd be okay up into warm water, but I think I would try them on cold. Here is a little sheer bag that so many things come packaged in nowadays, jewelry and tidbits, even some of our embellishments come packaged this way. And I thought this would be a really fun way to jazz up a little gift bag if you were putting some little charm or tidbit or token, and just do this. Screw on your lid and then let this dry flat. Again, even on this sheer fabric, it's going to dome perfectly, and you're going to get the look of perfect half pearls on all of those little droplets. Alright, so Viva Decor pearl pens. Danny carries 20 different colors. They are a great deal for a size container that is 25 milliliters. Not exactly how that translates into ounces, but you can see in my hand that it's a nice size container. 20 different colors, water-based, machine washable up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius. The great doming tip, lots of easy applications to embellish and chisel up your projects. Paper, glass, fabric, and plastic. If you have any questions, email me at scrappylandsusan@gmail.com. Otherwise, leave a comment here on the message board or the blog, and we'll get back to you. I hope you'll be adding Viva Decor pearl pens to your stash of scrapbook supplies in the near future. All available at scrappyland.com. Thanks for tuning in to the Scrappyland 600.